Hey traders, welcome back to the Modest Money channel. Quick question. Have you actually tried filing your crypto taxes? Because if you haven't yet, get ready for a headache. The real problem isn't just figuring out what you owe. It's realizing too late that the tool you picked might lock up at the worst time or hit you with surprise charges. Before you commit to Koinly or CoinTracker, here's what I wish I knew earlier. All right, let's start with what most people skip: CoinTracker reviews and Koinly review. Whenever we analyze a platform, especially ones dealing with something as sensitive as crypto taxes, it's smart to start with the most critical voices. Not because they paint the whole picture, but because those one-star reviews often raise the red flags that could affect your experience. So yeah, we dug into the good, the bad, and the straight-up angry to make sure you know what you're walking into. One thing we noticed is that a handful of CoinTracker versus Koinly reviewers mentioned billing frustrations, usually around being charged unexpectedly during a trial or auto renewals after cancellations. One Koinly user vented that he was unable to download his tax report despite paying $99 and called it a complete waste of money. He highlighted that the report was stuck in generating mode for hours and dramatically stated it was the last time he'd ever used the platform. But while his frustration was obvious, Coinly's team responded quickly, explaining that a temporary outage had caused a brief delay in report generation, but the issue had since been fully resolved. They even reminded him that support was ready to step in if needed. It sounded like a rough day, but it's good to see the company acknowledging the issue and moving fast to fix it. On the other side, a CoinTracker user accused them of holding his 2024 tax documents hostage unless he renewed for another year. He described it as a kind of crypto catch-22, saying that each year you'd have to subscribe again just to access the forms you already paid for. But CoinTracker's response was pretty thoughtful. They clarified that they'd recently switched to a subscription model, much like TurboTax or other tax services. And although they admitted their communication could have been clearer, they offered to extend his subscription for free so he could access the 2024 forms. They even tried to contact him directly to resolve things, but never heard back. So, are there issues? Occasionally. But the way CoinTracker and Koinly handle them says a lot, and both seemed ready to step up and make things right when given the chance. But if you ever face a similar situation, here's our 2 cents on how to stay protected. If you're planning to cancel a trial or subscription, don't just click the cancel link and walk away. We strongly recommend emailing customer support too, just to cover your bases. That way, if things go sideways, you'll have proof on record. And if all else fails, your credit card company might be able to help resolve it through a dispute. But again, this is rare. Like, really rare. Both platforms have thousands of active subscribers, and the number of billing-related complaints is incredibly small in comparison. If this were a widespread issue, you'd expect to see hundreds of similar reports. Instead, it's just a few isolated situations, most of which got replies from the support teams and often stemmed from misunderstandings about how subscription renewals work. Now, all that said, let's be fair. Koinly is currently rocking an impressive 4.6 out of 5 stars, based on more than 1,950 verified reviews. That's not just good. It's people are genuinely happy good. CoinTracker actually edges ahead slightly, pulling in a 4.7 out of 5 stars from over 1,400 reviews. Both platforms are scoring near perfect marks, and when you dive into the comments, it becomes crystal clear why. One Koinly user said he was absolutely dreading crypto tax season. Wallets everywhere, transactions scattered across a dozen exchanges. It was a logistical nightmare. But after finding Koinly, he said it was like hitting a shortcut button on the whole process. He was able to quickly authenticate his wallets and let the system pull in all his data, thanks to super clear instructions. Another reviewer praised how Koinly synced with almost all of his exchanges and said the few that didn't support autosync, he straight up stopped using them. According to him, if an exchange doesn't play well with Koinly, it's the exchange's fault, not Koinly's. That's how crucial this tool had become to his tax strategy. One user said the platform made managing his entire crypto portfolio feel almost effortless. He loved how intuitive the interface was, with features like real-time tracking, automatic syncing, and detailed tax reporting. In his words, CoinTracker had saved him hours of work every tax season and made him feel totally on top of things. Another user said he hadn't taken his trade tracking seriously for a while. He'd bounced between Google Sheets and manual methods, But after trying a few platforms, he landed on CoinTracker and stuck with it. Why? Because he could monitor every trade across all his wallets in one place. He especially liked the user interface and said it supported all the chains he used. It was the right mix of functionality and user-friendliness, and he'd happily recommend it. So yeah, whether you're worried about glitches or pumped about automation, it's clear that most users are walking away satisfied. And honestly, that's what matters most in choosing crypto tax software. Now let's get into the features, because this is where the real decision gets made. So here's the thing. If you're just casually trading a few coins here and there, these platforms might seem similar. But if you're deep in crypto, DeFi, NFTs, swapping between chains, you need to pay attention to the details. Let's kick things off with Koinly, a cryptocurrency tax software that's built for both power and peace of mind. If you've ever asked yourself, is Koinly safe? The answer is a confident yes, and not just because this crypto tax reporting app says so. This platform is GDPR compliant, meaning it meets some of the strictest data protection laws in the world, those set by the European Union. It doesn't stop there. Koinly also holds SOC 2 and ISO 27001 certifications, which are gold standards in data security and information risk management. Honestly, Koinly's security framework isn't just a bonus feature. It's part of the foundation. And if you're serious about safeguarding your financial footprint in crypto, that's exactly what you want. Now, beyond just security, what truly sets Koinly apart is its robust portfolio tracking capability. This isn't your average crypto tax tracker that leaves out half your transactions. Koinly can monitor more than 17,000 cryptocurrencies and integrates with more than 800 exchanges, wallets, and blockchains. From your MetaMask browser extension to that dusty old hardware wallet, it can all be connected automatically. Whether you're trading on Bybit, storing on Ledger, or farming on Kraken, Koinly doesn't just keep up. It pulls everything into one sleek, unified dashboard. Your gains, your losses, your staking income are all broken down in real time, tax optimized, and crystal clear. And if you're an accountant, bookkeeper, or tax agent, this is where Koinly starts flexing its B2B muscles. No more juggling spreadsheets from dozens of wallets. Koinly lets professionals manage multiple clients from a single account, streamlining tax season for both crypto firms and financial pros. You can generate comprehensive reports in minutes, track every transaction across multiple wallets, and seriously reduce human error. Now over to CoinTracker, which brings a whole different kind of muscle to this space. An analytical powerhouse with a database that goes back over 9 years and a user base of more than 2.5 million active users. The scope here is mind-blowing. Want to dive into altcoins? CoinTracker's got data on 10,000 plus crypto assets. Want to break down over 50,000 smart contracts? Done. This is what happens when deep historical data meets real-time crypto tracking. One of CoinTracker's most standout features is its ability to generate real-time profit and loss reports with surgical precision. Not only can it tell you how your trades are performing, but it can also help you understand your realized and unrealized gains in context. It calculates your key financial indicators, making it easier to evaluate strategies and refine future trades with this crypto portfolio tracker. On the security side, CoinTracker has done its homework too. While it doesn't shout as loudly about certifications as Koinly, it still delivers a secure environment through SSL encryption and strong access controls. There's no access granted to exchanges, which means your funds are never at risk with this cryptocurrency tracker, and every API integration is read-only. From Binance to Gemini to Huobi, imports are seamless and secure, and users even get full documentation upon sign-up, something that's often overlooked but incredibly helpful for onboarding and understanding how to use every tool effectively. And let's not forget CoinTracker's wallet and currency support. It connects directly with major platforms like Coinbase, MetaMask, Poloniex, and Kusama. But what's really cool is that you can add any public address, and CoinTracker will automatically scan and display balances in real time. Got some obscure coins? No worries. You can add them manually and still track their performance and cost basis. For advanced traders, this is an absolute win. It's a full-service platform that lets you monitor capital gains, cost basis, and asset performance without breaking a sweat. At the end of the day, both Koinly and CoinTracker aren't just helpful tools. They're full-blown financial command centers, tailored to crypto investors, traders, and tax professionals who want real control over their portfolio and reporting. But are they flawless? Of course not. Even the best tools aren't perfect, and if someone tells you there are zero downsides, they're either selling you something or haven't used the software long enough. So, first up, Koinly. One of the biggest downsides with Koinly is that it's feature-rich, which can be a little overwhelming for beginners. The dashboard is so comprehensive, the integration's so deep, that if you're brand new to crypto taxes, you might find the learning curve a bit steep at first. But here's the thing, Koinly doesn't leave you hanging. Their onboarding process is solid, their support is responsive, and their help center is packed with detailed guides. Honestly, this downside is kind of a byproduct of the platform being so thorough. Once you spend a few minutes getting the lay of the land, the interface becomes second nature, and the depth of insights you unlock is 100% worth it. As for CoinTracker, some users have noted that real-time syncing and certain advanced reports can lag slightly during peak traffic times, especially when handling large transaction histories. But again, let's keep that in perspective. We're talking about a platform crunching thousands of transactions across hundreds of chains in real time. Of course, there's going to be a little data lag now and then, and the company has been steadily improving its performance through back-end updates, faster syncing mechanisms, and deeper exchange integrations. If anything, the growing pains here are a sign of just how popular and powerful CoinTracker has become. So, yeah, Koinly might take a little time to master. CoinTracker might not be lightning fast 100% of the time, but if those are the biggest drawbacks we can come up with, you know you're looking at two of the best cryptocurrency portfolio trackers. So, we've walked through the best features and even the quirks of both platforms. But let's talk about what really seals the deal, the pricing. When it comes to Koinly versus CoinTracker, pricing can make or break your decision, especially if you're choosing between two crypto tax software tools that offer a ton of overlapping value. Starting with Koinly, it's safe to say that their plans are structured to grow with you. Whether you're a casual trader or a tax pro managing multiple client portfolios, Koinly's pricing is clearly designed with flexibility in mind. You're not boxed into a one-size-fits-all plan, and because of how well it integrates with major exchanges and tax jurisdictions globally, the value you're getting really extends beyond just the sticker price. Now, CoinTracker takes a similar approach. It also has tiered plans based on trading volume and features, so both beginners and experienced investors can find their fit. Some users might find CoinTracker's pricing a bit steeper at the higher tiers, especially if you're trading across multiple wallets. But for a platform that supports over 2.5 million active users and offers in-depth real-time reports on over 10,000 crypto assets, it's still a solid deal. And here's something to keep in mind. If you sign up through our link in the description, you'll often unlock exclusive discounts. So do well to use our promo code in the description and save yourself a chunk of money. That's it for this deep dive on Koinly versus CoinTracker, two of the best tools in the game for crypto tax reporting and portfolio tracking. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon. Whether you go with Koinly or CoinTracker, you're making a smart move towards simplifying your crypto taxes and taking better control of your investments.